Well, since the start of the pandemic, the word inflation comes up a lot, and it's no different for people who work in the lumber industry.
That's right. WCBI News' Victoria Bailey spent the day learning the impacts of the fluctuating timber cost.
The Mississippi Department of Agriculture places forestry in the top 5 contributors to the Magnolia State.
For the last 2 years we hit a peak in 2021, about May of 2021, of just under $1,700 per 1,000 board feet for lumber. Those prices have gone down, and currently they're about $634 per 1,000 board feet. And have kind of stabilized the last few months.
Mark Measles is the Senior Extension Associate in the MSU College of Forestry. He says the fluctuating prices are felt all the way down the line.
Stumpage prices really haven't changed a whole lot. They did go up some over the last 2 years. This last quarter, 2022, they went down some, but a lot of that's due to, like everything else that's being impacted, inflation. With the higher fuel prices that we're seeing today, it's more costly for our loggers to cut the trees with all the equipment they've got running on diesel fuel than the log trucks to deliver that wood from the woods to the mill to be processed.
Pine saw timber, used to make lumber for home and building manufacturing, averages $23.48 per ton.
The landowners are complaining because they're not seeing price increases, but the thing we've got to remember is because of some of the things that have happened the past 10 or 12 years, we have a lot of additional standing inventory that we didn't have before. So that impacts our stumpage prices for our landowners.
Measles says, though there's uncertainty over the costs in the industry, there is good news.
We have had several new mills being announced and built in Mississippi. That will help us in the long run to reduce that oversupply of standing timber, which will ultimately lead to higher competition for the standing timber. Hopefully in the future, higher prices going to our landowners for the stumpage prices.
Telling your story in Starkville for WCBI News, I'm Victoria Bailey.
The wood industry sits number 3 on the most valuable agricultural contributions in the state, bringing in $1.5 billion. Number 1, poultry, pulling in $2.4 billion.